Hopefully it'll work. All right, ready? I recently had the opportunity to go visit Elton Casper. Elton is a quiet, reserved, kind man, but he has an incredible hidden talent. There are people who've known this man for 40 years and had no idea the gifts, the skills, the ability, the imagination that Elton has. Elton has the ability to take just regular wood, just common pieces of wood, and by the time he's done with his creation and what's in his mind, what comes out of it is simply unbelievable, remarkable. To be honest with you, a little part of me just kind of wanted Elton to get out of the house so that I could play with his toys. He has such a gift. And as I watched him do his thing, as I watched him evaluate what he would do next, to pull together such amazing, really pieces of art, beyond that of even just toys, I started thinking about us and our faith lives and what God does with us. You see, just like anything around us, these trees, it was created. We were created. And yet there's something interesting out of Ephesians chapter 2, verses 10. And Paul says this, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So what Paul is talking about is, yes, we were created by God, but also the work that God did within us to prepare us and to make possible salvation was God's work. God gets the credit. And not only did he do this work within us so that we could have a relationship with him for all of eternity, he did this work in us to bring joy and peace, to bring a message of hope and purpose to all those people that are around us that don't know the saving grace, love, and mercy of Jesus Christ. But there's one thing for us to also account for, no different than any piece of wood or scrap wood. It's hard for us to see when we are in the hands of God what his plans are, how he's going to shape us, how he's going to mold us. In fact, the process itself at times can be arduous, painful, may even bring us a sense of loss, separation, and temporary isolation, hardship to say the least. It's hard to always see when we're in the hands of God and he's doing this new work, this new thing within us, meant for our good, for the proclamation of who he is. Sometimes that process can be difficult. And yet I don't know that it's all that different of just common, regular wood being made into something new in the hands of Elton. Because you see, that wood now tells a completely different story. It now brings about a sense of inspiration. There's a narrative behind it. There's something beautiful behind it that's meant to be shared and known to friends, neighbors, and family alike. And so I place that before you. If you know who Jesus is, what a beautiful work that God did in your life. You are quite literally his handiwork. You have value, you have intrinsic value, and you have purpose. If you're in the middle of God doing something in your life to draw him closer to you and to draw you closer to himself, and you're in a season right now where you feel like you're losing things that you once held dear, your comfort zone is being stretched, your identity of what you always came to find your own value and worth suddenly seems to be slipping out from under you, just know that you're within the hands of God. He's doing what he's doing for your purpose, for his purpose, and for his good. Trust him in this season. And if you're out there and you have no idea if God even cares or knows, just know that in his hands, he wants to do something special in your life for his purpose, for his good, for his glory. We are his handiwork.